yogis, hello friends, and welcome to this yoga class. So today's class is a very relaxing stretch for your lower body, for your legs, hamstrings, hips. So overall your lower body flexibility and tension relief. You can definitely use this class early in the morning as your morning yoga or late afternoon when you're winding down before you go to bed, or as I am going to do it, I'm going to use this yoga as my comeback sequence because honestly I have a short story for you and a little confession for you. I haven't done yoga in a while now because first I was sick to the point that I was actually in my bed. I had a flu, and then afterwards I just kind of lost habit, and even when I got better and I returned to my resistance training and even my cardio training, I couldn't make myself to come back on the mat. I don't know why, but I got all of these bad habits, should I say, as we all do sometimes. So yoga wasn't really a priority for me, and this is going to be my first yoga class in a week now, and I'm so excited, and I just wanted to share this story with you because probably something like this happened to you too, whether you got sick or I don't know, life just happened and you weren't really committed to this daily yoga. If you have ever experienced something like this, or you haven't, I just want you to know that we are all struggling because life happens, and I don't want you to beat yourself up because of it, because what's great about yoga is it's always there for you. You can always find it, and you can always come back to your mat no matter how long haven't you been practicing, and you are always going to have some benefits from your practice. So the only way to really lose this battle is to give up. So please don't give up, and I am so happy that you've decided to join me today for today's class. We are going to need some props, kind of optional actually. I'm going to use this like a resistance band, but you can use a yoga strap or just a belt, anything that you have back home, or you can just leave out. It's just going to be one short sequence, so you can just leave it out if you don't have anything that you might use. And yeah, when you're ready, maybe make some tea, light up some candles, and then join me on the mat. Okay, yogis, let's start today's class by lying down on our backs. And we're going to start to gently open our hips and our hamstrings. So let's start by bending our right knee and bringing your right knee to your chest. Now you have the option here to keep your left knee bent as well and your left foot on the ground, or you can extend your left leg. If you're extending your left leg, maybe try to push into your left heel to invite that gentle opening through your left hamstring as well. And have your belt or strap somewhere nearby. We're gonna be using it in a moment if you choose to do that variation that I'm doing. Right here, maybe you can move through your ankle a little bit, so maybe make circles in one direction And then in other direction. And now grab a hold of your prop, whatever you have, and just place it on your foot, and then extend your right leg up in the air. So I'm using my prop to make it a little bit more accessible, but if you don't have a prop, you can always hold on to your shin, your knee, your thigh. So stretching through our right hamstring. A little bit of bend through your right knee is perfectly fine, especially if this is your first morning yoga, or like mine, first yoga in a while, because flexibility really is sometimes problematic if you don't practice regularly. And if this is too intense for you, you can also again bend through your left knee and place your left foot down on the ground. Very well. And now hold on a little bit tighter onto your strap or your yoga belt, and then just allow your right leg to open to the side. So opening a little bit through our right hip. Start very gently. Very well. Maybe use a little bit strength of your arms to bring your right leg back to the middle. Bend your right knee and place your foot down onto the mat. Very nice. Maybe bringing both of your knees to your chest. Rocking a little bit side to side. Releasing any tension through your hips, your lower back. Very well. And now place your right foot onto the ground and hug your left knee to your chest. Staying here, or maybe extending your right leg and pushing into your right heel to invite that gentle stretch through your right hamstring. Maybe keeping your eyes closed. Enjoying your body, enjoying this moment. And again, grab a hold of your prop, your strap, your belt, and wrap it around your left foot this time, and then just extend your left leg up in the air. Again, a little bit bend through your left knee is perfectly fine. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, your neck relaxed. Your hands are working a little bit to keep the leg straight up, but you shouldn't feel any tension through your shoulders and your back and your neck. Maybe pull that left leg a little bit closer to your upper body. And now engage through your arms a little bit more, and then just allow your left leg to kind of fall to the side as much as it will go. Don't try to push it. It is intense to be in this pose. So allow your leg to gradually open to the side. Beautiful. Use the strength of your arms to come back to the middle. And release your left leg, bend through your left knee, place your left leg down onto the mat. Move your prop. That's it. We won't be using it anymore. And again, maybe bending through both of your knees, bringing your knees to your chest, hugging them with your arms. Rocking side to side, maybe circling with your knees in one direction. If this feels awkward, leave it out. And then in the other direction. Very nice. Okay, now roll to one side and push into your arms to come back, taking your tabletop. Let's do just a couple of rounds of cats and cows to warm up our spine. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. You know this pose, you've been here before. On your inhale, drop your belly and look up. On your exhale, round and contract. Push into your arms, push the floor away from you. And again, inhale. Dropping your belly, looking up, shrugging your shoulders. On your exhale, pushing the floor away from you, round, through your back. Do a couple of more rounds on your own, following your own breath rhythm. And on your next exhale, round through your back, contract, and then release, coming back into your neutral tabletop. Now from here, let's take a lizard pose with our right leg. So you're just gonna place your right foot to the outside edge of your right arm. Now lizard pose has many variations, so you meet your body where it is right now. What I always like to do in any of these variations is to sway a little bit side to side and just see how deep can I go into the pose, but very gradually, so I'm not pushing myself to any shape. So what you can do is keep your left knee also on the ground, or you can tuck your left toes and lift your left knee, keeping it hovering from the floor. You can stay on your arms, or you can also use your blocks if even this is too intense for you. So you can place your yoga blocks underneath your arms for additional support, or you can bend through your elbows and go down onto your forearms. So this would be maybe like the most intense version of the pose. In each case, keep swaying side to side, front to back, maybe making tiny circles with your hips. If you were down on your forearms, push yourself back up onto your arms. Place your left knee back onto the ground if it was hovering, and let's transition into a half splits. So start to extend your right knee and push your hips, send them back into space, coming into your half monkey, half splits. Now, very important in this pose, really try to keep your back straight as much as possible, and you will notice that your left hip is kind of opening to the side, so really shift your left hip as well forwards. So keep your hip bones in line, and again a little bit of bend through your right knee is perfectly fine. If you need to, keep it bent. Maybe even here, keeping that micro movement, swaying your hips side to side. Very well. Bend through your right knee again, and then just heel toe your foot on the other side, coming into your pigeon pose. So again, try to square off your hips, keeping them in one line. If your right hip is too far away from the floor, you can always place a cushion or a yoga block underneath your hips. And for a start, let's just hang out here in this proud pigeon. So we're opening a little bit through our quadriceps, our left quadriceps, before we fall down. And now as you exhale, keeping the length in your spine, start to fall down, maybe onto your forearms, maybe placing your head onto your blocks, or maybe folding all the way down to the ground. Just a couple of breaths here. If you were folded down onto the ground, start to push into your hands to lift yourself back up. Coming back into your proud pigeon. And now from here, just kind of roll to your right hip, coming into your straddle pose. So extend both of your legs, making this V-shaped with your legs. Flex through your feet and maybe just hang out here, keeping your spine real straight if this is enough for you. Or start to very gently, very slowly fold forward, meeting your body where it is. So if you need to have a prop underneath your head, please do so. In each case, really try to keep your spine straight, keeping this as an active stretch. Very well. Start to push into your hands to raise your upper body back up. And let's do the same little sequence on the other side. So this time, as gracefully as you can, bend through your left knee and come to your lizard pose on the other side. So again, many variations, many options in this lizard pose. If you want to, keep your right knee down on the mat, or maybe tuck your right toes and lift your right knee, keeping it hovering. You can stay high on your arms, or you can bend your elbows and go down onto your forearms. Again, dancing with your knees, with your hips, swaying side to side, front to back, maybe making circles, keeping this micro movement to help you with the opening. Very nice. Place your right knee back down onto the ground if it was hovering, and push into your arms to lift yourself back up, straightening your left knee, sending your hips back in space, coming into your half splits. Now again, I will remind you to keep your back as straight as possible. We're trying to keep this as an active stretch. And roll that right hip forward. Don't let it open to the side. Try to keep your hips aligned. Very well. Bend through your left knee again and heel toe your left foot behind your right arm, right hand, coming into your pigeon pose on the other side. So again, let's just hang out here in this proud pigeon for a couple of breaths, adjusting ourselves to the pose and opening a little bit through our right quadriceps this time. Now, if you want to stay here, please do. Or if you want to fall forward with me, try to keep this length in your spine. Bend through your elbows and place your head down onto the mat or on your prop if the ground is too far away. Just a couple of breaths here. Beautifully done. Push into your hands to lift yourself back up into your proud pigeon, and then just kind of roll to your left hip this time, visiting again our straddle pose. So extending both of our legs to the sides, creating this V shape with your legs. Again, stay here if this is already intense for your hamstrings and your lower back, or we've already been here, so this pose should be a little bit more easier, should be a little bit more accessible to you. Start to fold forward, keeping your spine as straight as possible. See how far you can go. Without hurting yourself, without testing the limits. Nicely done. Push into your hands to lift yourself back up. And maybe with the help of your hands, bring your knees back to your chest. And now I'll give you the option to stay here in easy seat and to close this class in seated meditation. Or if you want to join me in a sweet shavasana, then lie down onto your back. As I said, I haven't done yoga in a while. That means I haven't done Shavasana in a while, so I really miss it. So I'm gonna close this class in a Shavasana, extending my arms, my legs wide, taking all the space I need. Relax through your face muscles. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your jaws. Relax your shoulders, your arms, every single finger. Relax your hips, your legs, your ankles, your feet, all of your toes. And let's just spend a couple of minutes in our sweet Shavasana, not doing anything, not thinking about anything, not planning. Everything you need to do is going to be there even after this couple of minutes. It's going to wait for you, so you don't have to deal with it right now. The only thing you need to do right now is to keep your heart, your soul, your mind, and your body still. If you want to stay here in stillness, feel free to pause this video and just continue enjoying your sweet Shavasana. But if you're ready to wrap it up with me, start to wake up your body, wiggling your fingers, your toes, moving your hips from side to side. Bend through one knee, then the other one. Bend one of your elbows, then the other one. Roll to one side of your body and push into your hands to lift yourself back up, taking any seat of your choice. Gently blink your eyes open if they were closed. Prayer hands. Namaste, sweet, sweet friends. Thank you, yogis, so much for sharing your practice with me. Have you ever experienced something similar as I did? And what are your tips and tricks to continue with your daily yoga, to keep it in your schedule? I'm very interested, so if you have anything to share with me, please leave it down in the comments. And like this video if it was helpful to you, and I really hope I'm going to see you soon again. Bye!